Classic literature, it's time for a beatdown. Hello and welcome to my review of The Great Gatsby. So The Great Gatsby centers on Nick Carraway, a young writer living in the 1920s who moves to a new rich area to write his book, and he finds two very interesting sets of neighbors. He's got Tom Buchanan and his wife Daisy, who's also Tobey Maguire's cousin, played by Carey Mulligan and Joel Edgerton, and next door to him, you've got Gatsby, a rap-playing, party-throwing, cigar-smoking, old sport-saying bloke played by Leonardo DiCaprio, who's hell-bent on getting Daisy back to his side of the house because they have a romantic past together. This was absolutely terrible. Really, I don't know where to begin with this. Baz Luhrmann, what the hell, dude? This is really one of the most awful, bafflingly terrible movies I've ever had to look at for 2 hours and 20 minutes in my entire life. This guy thinks that you've got this great story, you've got this classic story full of themes and subtlety and symbolism and all this great stuff. And what does Baz do? He throws it into a Kanye West video, particularly for the first hour. This movie is so bombastic with all these sets and all these costumes, $125 million worth of color and craziness, and it doesn't work. It feels like a cartoon. It feels like Baz Luhrmann was making The Great Gatsby for Kids WB. It's just everywhere. It's stupid looking, it's stupid sounding, and not for a second doesn't connect on an emotional level, even when Luhrmann calms the hell down after an hour of bombast. And an hour and 15 minutes into the movie, the characters finally decide to have a normal conversation, and even then, the damage is done. The actors are trying so hard. They are trying so desperately hard to struggle against Baz Luhrmann's direction here, but to no avail. Leonardo DiCaprio, he's coming off the best. He really tries to add a lot of subtlety and depth to a character that's really being mangled here, and out of all the actors, he probably comes off the strongest. The other three actors, God, poor them. Tobey Maguire, miscast completely. Feels like a little kid wearing his dad's clothing half the time. And his narration, dear God, not only does it give you echoes of Spider-Man, but it feels weird. It just feels like he doesn't know what the lines mean. Carey Mulligan looks out of it completely. She's a great actress, but I'm not sure what the hell she was on or doing this entire time. I get that Daisy is supposed to be. The whole point is that she's less of a person than what Gatsby builds her up to be, but man, Carey Mulligan in this movie is just not a person at all. Finally, you've got Joel Edgerton, who's an up-and-coming actor who I really, really love, who struggles so hard against Baz Luhrmann's direction. He wants to play a subtle and intimidating villain. Baz Luhrmann wants him to be this goateed, mustached, twirling British accent villain. You can tell when Joel Edgerton was acting by himself because his British accent would not be there and he'd be intimidating as hell. And then when Baz was directing, because he'd have a British accent that would pop in and out and he would all of a sudden start snarling. It's just amazing to me, the division between the writing that was obviously in the book and the writing that was clearly and evidently written for the movie, because there's never a middle ground. All the dialogue that's in this movie that was not prose is so bad. It's like out of Stephanie Meyer's The Great Gatsby. It's just this really over-the-top dialogue where everybody talks like this and there's no subtlety whatsoever because we're all in a cartoon here, we're not taking anything seriously, and dear Lord, does it just never, ever connect. This movie is so long. It's so long that I was actually trying to end the movie with my hands in the final sequence. I was closing the curtain, I was pressing at the screen. I was convulsing in this movie, it was so long. I couldn't take it. I had a physiological allergic reaction to this movie. Overall, this isn't just a bastardization of Fitzgerald's work, it's a rape of Fitzgerald's work. It doesn't feel right, it doesn't connect on any level. These poor actors try their best against Baz Luhrmann's direction and fail entirely in this over-the-top, stupid cartoon that's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. 0.5 stars out of 4 just for Leonardo DiCaprio's performance, who's incredible and he's so dreamy. But other than that, terrible, terrible movie. And that's my review of The Great Gatsby. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I'm Michael Fairbanks. See you later.
You can't repeat the past.
Can't repeat the past.